Ami, we're starting to see a bit of a pushback from university students, American university students who are proud of America. They're raising the American flag on flagpoles. They're singing Born in the USA in front of these protesters. Why is that pushback coming from the young people themselves rather than from the university administrators? What does that say? And where do you think that leads? I mean, we saw the violence that was done to you as you did that. Are we going to end up with violence on university campuses as these other students push back?
Yeah, it's a great question. Well, in terms of your first question, Guy, was that rhetorical? Like, do you expect campus professors and campus administrators to push back? They have been they're the vanguard of feeding this garbage to these students for years. They've been pushing this anti-Israel agenda for years. Of course, they're not going to condemn it. Of course, they're not going to be in the forefront of stopping it, because these are ideals that they have been pushing, and they have being evangelicals for this perspective for a long time. Garbage in, garbage out. We should expect nothing less. As far as violence goes, I mean, look, in this particular video, if you notice, I had my hands up the entire time. I did not strike back. The only time my hands left the air was to fend off attacks and punches. I went out of my way not to be violent, but if I was a student and somebody was trying to hurt me, of course you could expect people to defend themselves. What else would you expect?
And we've seen a Jewish girl was knocked unconscious, Ami. We've heard lots of reports of Jewish kids being seriously intimidated, seriously harassed and bullied. What advice do you give to young Jewish kids? I mean, you're a very brave citizen journalist. You get out there. But what's it like for the young Jewish kids who just thought they were going to campus, going to college? Suddenly they're pariahs.
Look, this is a moment for them to stand up with a backbone and say, we're going to stand up for what we believe in, not back down. I don't think they should have gone to remote classes. I think the Jews should have just come en masse on campus. No, this is a moment where Jews have had it pretty easy in the U.S. for a very long time. That tide is turning now, unfortunately, from both the hard right and the hard left. And I think it's time for Jews to stand up for it. I think too many Jews for too long have had it too easy. And now it's time to understand that the times are not good. And it's time to stand up. It's time to fight back.
And the sense of entitlement of these students, Ami, is something else. There was a list of demands from the UCLA students, for example. They wanted vegan treats. They wanted zip ties and rope. I mean, what were they planning, possibly, with those sorts of ingredients?
Don't forget the sunscreen and the aquaphor. I mean, look, I do promote healthy skin living. So, yeah, I get it. Why else would they need the sunscreen? So I'm down with that. Look, I don't think they realize they're a parody of themselves. Like, literally, this is what Saturday Night Live would concoct if they were trying to create some kind of self-parody of what these people are doing. They're so lack of self-awareness is incredible. And yeah, they fell right into their trap. They look like a bunch of idiots because they are a bunch of idiots.
Ami Horowitz, always fantastic to chat to you. Keep up the great filming. Please stay safe, and we'll chat again soon.